On June 22, 2022, Uddhav Thackeray announced his resignation as Chief Minister. While in Guwahati, Eknath Shinde was forming his own political party. Yes, the same Eknath Shinde who was the important personality for Shiv Sena, now Chief Minister of Maharashtra. This whole incident was named as Maharashtra Political Crisis 2022. So without further delay, let's begin.
India, the Chief Minister of the Western state of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray, has stepped down from his post. Uddhav Thackeray's resignation coming after days of political crisis in the state.
सर्वोच्च न्यायालय में जिस प्रकार का निर्णय आया है उसके बाद पद पर रहना उनके लिए उचित नहीं था। बहुत ही नैतिकता की राजनीति करने वाले वो नेता है।
बाला साहब ठाकरे जी का जो हिंदुत्व है इस और उनकी जो भूमिका है उसको हम लोग आगे ले जाना चाहते हैं।
तर तुम्ही इथे येऊन बोलायला काय हरकत होती? सुरतला जाऊन बोलण्यापेक्षा आणखीन कुठेतरी जाऊन बोलण्यापेक्षा सरळ समोर यायचं आणि सांगायचं की उद्धवजी तुम्ही कारभार करायला नालायक आहात, हे कोविडच्या काळातले टॉप 5 वगैरे सोडून द्या, आम्हाला तुम्ही मुख्यमंत्री पदी नको.
To understand Maharashtra political crisis 2022, we need to get some essence of Maharashtra political crisis 2019. As usual, elections for the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly were held in 2019, but no party benefited from these results. The results were BJP won 105 seats, Shiv Sena won 56, NCP won 54, INC won 44, AIMIM and Samajwadi Party won 2 seats each, while MNS and CPI won 1 seat each. 23 seats were won by other parties and individuals. These were the winning seats. In order to form a government, a majority of 145 seats were needed. And here comes the role of BJP-Shiv Sena alliance. Shiv Sena was aligned with BJP-led NDA from 1989 as they contested the Lok Sabha elections together. They had a bond of 30 years till 2019. When the election took place, Uddhav Thackeray demanded an equal share of the power that the BJP had promised. In accordance with the 50-50 promise, Shiv Sena also demanded the position of Chief Minister for 2.5 years. However, the BJP rejected this offer and ultimately broke ties with Shiv Sena, one of their most enduring allies. And everyone is aware of what occurred after that. These separate parties, Shiv Sena, NCP and INC, ended up with the formation of a new alliance, Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi. Eventually, a compromise was reached and Uddhav Thackeray, the leader of Shiv Sena, was appointed as Chief Minister. Now come back in year 2022 after 2.7 years of Mahavikas Aghadi running its government. On June 21st, after the results of election for the Legislative Council were announced, Eknath Shinde was missing from his party office and also not reachable. In search of Eknath Shinde, Uddhav Thackeray called a meeting, but he discovered that another 10 to 12 MLAs were missing. These 11 MLAs of Shiv Sena, which were unreachable, led by Eknath Shinde, flew to Surat city in the BJP governed state, and on the same night, Shinde Sena flew to Guwahati, Assam. After reaching in Guwahati on 22nd, Shinde says that we have a support of more 40 legislators, and that's why Shiv Sena can't take any actions regarding anti-defection laws. Now what is anti-defection law? The anti-defection law punishes individual member of parliament for leaving one party for another. But the anti-defection law does not apply if the number of MLAs who leave the political party constitute 2/3 of the party's strength in the legislature. These MLAs can merge with another party or become a separate group in the legislature. In this case, Shinde Sena had support of 40 legislators. On June 22nd, Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray announced that he is prepared to resign as the alliance leader and as a Chief Minister after failing to persuade Shinde to return to Mumbai. Later on the same day, Uddhav Thackeray changed residency from the CM's mansion Varsha to his personal residence Matoshri. Shinde Raut, a senior Shiv Sena leader, charged the BJP with inciting a rebellion inside the party and trying to remove the MVA coalition government. The Shiv Sena leadership claims that the BJP bought the rebellion by paying approximately Rs 40 crores to each of its legislators. On the other side, Eknath Shinde had a different take on the new Shiv Sena. The new Shiv Sena is not following Bala Sahib's Hindutva ideology, but we will follow the Hindutva ideology. To end this crisis, floor test was necessary. On June 20th, Devendra Fadnavis met with Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshiyari and asked him to call a vote of no confidence against Uddhav Thackeray. On June 29, Koshiyari directed that a trust vote be held and the government's assembly's strength be demonstrated by June 30th. Shiv Sena filed an appeal with the Supreme Court immediately in response to this order. On the same day, the Supreme Court refused to stay the no confidence motion, ordering it to be held the following day, June 30th, stating that the floor test of the House is the only way to settle all issues. The establishment of new government. On June 30th, Shinde and Fadnavis stacked their claims to form the government and Eknath Shinde was appointed Chief Minister of Maharashtra. In press conference, Fadnavis stated that the majority party, the BJP, will support the government led by Shinde, but will not be the part of it. It sparked outrage with BJP President JP Nadda requesting that he take over as the state's Deputy Chief Minister and join the government. Later that day, Eknath Shinde and Fadnavis took their oaths as Maharashtra's Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister respectively. That's it from my side. If you like this video, hit that like button, share this insightful story with your friends and family, and don't forget to comment your thoughts. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.